everybody, it's Amy from Magic and Light Collection. You can find all of our products at www.magicandlightcollection.com. So today, instead of doing a tutorial with our products, I thought that I would just give you a helpful hint. And this has to do with easily removing a chromatic aberration from your images. And a chromatic aberration happens when the lens fails to focus all of the colors to the same convergence point, and it's a kind of distortion, and I find it almost unavoidable with my 85mm lens. It's not as bad with the 50mm, and it's not as bad with a kit lens, but with the 85mm it is pretty bad. And if you're shooting towards the sun, then it's going to be worse. And like I said, I find it almost unavoidable. So I find myself having to fix it in post-processing. And so this is what it looks like. You can see in this branch right here, it looks a little bit purple. There's some red going on here. You can see it again, some blue right here. So what we'll do is we'll just zoom in. And if you're using a PC, you can use your Control+ key, and this will easily zoom you in to your image. So we'll just find that little problem area right here. So you can see the branch is brown, but it's outlined in magenta. Okay, so this is something that we don't want. Now I'll show you an example of a really bad chromatic aberration. This one is kind of minor, but we'll take a look at this image because this one is pretty bad. Now since I started using the 85mm lens, I've just become much more cognizant of the chromatic aberration, so I can kind of zero in on it when I open an image, but you just want to zoom in and make sure. So you can see here that this is a real problem. This is a red, it looks like red and magenta. So we definitely need to correct that. So we're going to go back to this image here. Now make sure that you're working on a duplicate image so that you don't destroy the original. And I'm going to create an adjustment layer for the saturation. So I'm looking at it and I can tell that it is magenta, and so I'm going to select the magenta channel. I'm going to select the sample tool and I'm going to sample that color. Okay, so this will bring it more into the color that we want to remove. And then I'm just going to take the saturation slider and take it down until it disappears. Okay, so that you can see now it's way saturated and it brings it out a little bit. So I'm going to take it down until I can't see it anymore. Okay, so that one looks done, but I still have some red here. I don't think that's a huge deal in this image, but it would be in the next image. But what I'm going to do is create another saturation adjustment layer. I'm going to switch to the red channel. I'm going to sample the color, and then I'm going to slide down the saturation. So if I click on and off my adjustment layer here, you can see that it's here now, and I'm going to click it back on, and now it's gone. So that is how you easily remove a chromatic aberration. Now in this image, you have to be careful. If it is indeed a red chromatic aberration, then you're going to be affecting the skin tones when you take it off, and so you'll need to correct that. But let's just try saturation adjustment layer. I'm going to switch to the magenta channel. I'm going to sample and then take it down And it looks like it actually was magenta, so now it's gone. And so it is quick and easy. That's all, and I hope that this helps you. You can find all of our products at www.magicandlightcollection.com.